Namaste, my Phoenicians. Hi, my name is Case. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for the KARMIC read. Yes. We are going to be checking up on the energy of Pracolisha. Pracolisha. Yes, we are. Okay. All cards are pre-shuffled. Oh. Energy on the base of the deck is banishment. So there's some kind of dark energy that's circling around the karmic at this moment in time that they cannot simply shake off. Whoa. I think we're definitely going to have to read up on that. Definitely. So if either the karmic has set a hex on somebody or somebody's hexed them, and we have the rules. So the karmic has gone against something and caused a banishment on themselves as some kind of taxation. A reading is a set of rules, the way that it should be done in order for to avoid bad luck, bad karma. But whatever they did, it could have been magic, because look, come on now, people, what is this? That's two. Shall I carry on with that? Or shall I ask more questions? I'm going to keep these two right, these peccadillos right here. I need to know. What is this? What rules did they break? What atonement have they got to make? Whatever situation they're in, they're trying to get out of it. They're trying to get out of whatever they did. We've got a 4 and a 5, that's a 9. They want the situation to end. So they are feeling some backlash from some kind of spell, some kind of manipulation that they cast. They want a way out. They're looking for a way out. Yeah. They thought it was a series of fortunate events. But as you can see, they're afloat on the seas of conscience. Yes, they are. 1 and 8 goes to a 9, so whatever situation they're going through now, they're trying to make some kind of escape. They're trying to turn their back on it. They're trying to find some kind of guide. They're trying to go to the divine. Can you see the spirit in the background? To get them out of a situation that they caused on themselves. They went against some rules. Why did they go against these rules? Why did they go against these rules? Yeah, because there was a situation they was involved in that was going to be out of their hands. They couldn't control it. Time was being called on a situation that they wanted to keep. What was this sticking up? They wanted to bring life back into a situation. Good God. They tried to use some kind of manipulative spell, some kind of casting, which has caused this banishment. Or this negative energy that they need to be banished from them, to be around them at this moment in time. Good God, I'd hate to be their friend or living in their domicile. Yeah. They're getting laced with karmic retribution for all of the shiznay they've been up to. Good gracious me. Good God. Wow. Ooh, mine was shaking. I wasn't expecting that. Was not. Okay. Energy on the base of the deck. We have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Swords in the reverse. So at this moment in time, the karmic is trying to avoid confronting the deception that they've actually created. This is Aquarius energy. So they are not following any true path. They are being guided by a negative entity at this moment in time. Because they went against the rules. And whatever they did, it's never ending. They got like a Groundhog Day going on there with the regeneration and the never ending. Every day they wake up, it's the same shiznay they're finding themselves in. Wow. They're feeling extremely isolated and alone. You see, their lack of integrity, right, has put them in a situation where they're going to experience a loss of valuable, something that they see as valuable. Okay? The Seven of Swords is also moon energy. It being in the reverse, this is telling me that they're keeping a lot of things to themselves. They're being extremely sneaky at this moment in time. This karmic is blessing blocker personified. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. Pracolisha has jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. Right. What's the current karmic energy? The karmic's current energy is the Eight of Pentacles. There's something that they're working on really hard. Okay? This is... The Eight of Pentacles is represented by Scorpio energy as well as Sun energy. They're putting their back into it. Night and day, day and night. Look, we got the Seven of Swords again in the upright for what's happening in their relationship. Either somebody's trying to sneak away, or they're trying to sneak back into something. They're trying to work hard to bring something back in a situation. Okay. And the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is represented by Capricorn as well as Jupiter energy. They're trying to prioritize a situation. We've got a lot of Pentacles in the upright at the moment. We have the Seven of Cups. For what their Pentacali is saying, there's a lot of confusion around their money. They've got a lot of big ideas and they're not being able to manifest it at this moment in time. Their final outcome is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is represented by Gemini energy as well as Jupiter energy. They wanted to be free from restrictions. We have the Five of Pentacles. The karmic at this moment in time, okay, they're feeling as though they have a feeling that they've missed something. They've not paid close enough attention to something at this moment in time. They haven't paid close enough attention to what the shits that they were doing. They did not realize the enormity of what they were doing and what they were playing with. Things that will have a devastating on their progeny and on their whole life. It's blowing back on them. They put a hex on their damn self. Yes, they did. Okay. Okay. Right. How the karmic is feeling about themselves at this moment in time, as I said, is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. They still feel that they can build something important in the situation that they find themselves now. They're trying to focus. They're trying to be committed in a new direction. They're trying to turn their back. They're trying to forget about what they actually did in the past to bring the situation that they're in. A situation where their partner is trying to sneak away. The partner is looking at somebody who is more stable. Somebody who is an individual, able to manage their own Pentacali. Okay? There's a lot of confusion in their situation because they're understanding they may not have chosen wisely. They have not made a wise choice. We all know that. They've been messing with dark shiznay. Right? And they're wanting to be, and they're being mentally trapped by what they did. They're all up in their head. We've got 2 8s, the cause and effect. That's the number of karma. Yes, it has arrived at their address. Okay, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they worked hard at doing a lot of things in the dark that they would be ashamed and disgraced if it ever came into the public arena. The levels that they were sinking to with the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is about them giving into a temptation that they was working hard on. A situation where their partner is trying to sneak off. They was tempted by what that situation was offering. They thought that it was a situation that they could build and work on. Yeah. They feel as though they hastily rushed into that situation. They didn't think it through, and they're not getting any healing. We've got a 5 of Swords this is making. The situation that they're in is a lot of verbal fighting, a lot of confrontation. Let me bring a romance angel up on that shiznay. The situation that they tried to bring back. Do a Lazarus on. Okay? There is no love in that situation. Okay? It's not safe to love in that situation. They feel as though there's no love in the situation. Okay? And they feel unsafe to truly love. Because their romantic feelings, the romantic feelings that they're actually getting. Okay, let me get this correct. The new love that they tried to bring about in the situation with whatever dark magic they was using, right? It did not rekindle the romance, okay? And it is not a safe situation to fall in love with, because there's a lot of narcissistic Decepticon behavior, a lot of fighting. There's a lot of stagnation to that situation. A situation where they thought they could rest in and relax. They are living on a knife's edge at this moment in time. Yeah. I've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups is represented by water and earth energy. They're going through a lot of power struggles with their significant partner at this moment. Somebody who is also a sneaking sneaker, a cheating cheatara. This is also about a lot of self-sabotage. They're doing a lot of self-sabotage because they've got to juggle these pentacles, because they do have 10 pentacles, but there's a lot of juggling having to go on. Okay? There's a lot of immature energy with the Page of Cups in reverse. This is telling me that the karmic is extremely, Pracolisha is extremely vindictive at this moment in time. Okay? This 7 of Swords always normally depicts them stepping into a road. It seems like the karmic could have had some kind of accident with their leg. Could be their left leg. They hurt their left leg. Okay? And it's causing them to have to make choices that they would never have to make before, which is making them feel extremely vindictive. It's brought up a lot of inner child wounds. They feel as though they're being ignored by their partner, which is making them extremely vulnerable, which is causing them to create power struggles in their environment. Yeah, we've got the 9 of Swords. The karmic is feeling extremely wounded at this moment in time. We have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is represented by Sagittarius energy as well as the moon energy. They feel as though they was caught off guard. Yeah. Like I said, they're wounded. They hurt their leg. I think it's their left leg. Some kind of, it could have been with a physical fight with their partner. Because I said there's a lot of fighting going on. There's a lot of swords energy. That's mental. Okay, and it is an abusive situation with the Knight of the Page of Cups in reverse. They're not listening to their true feelings in this situation. They're also not showing their true feelings. This could also mean that through the accident that the karmic had, they could have lost a child, or they could have faked the loss of the child through the accident that they have. They are they are the biggest patient in the world. They are laying that shiznay on thick. Yes, they are. They're laying it on thick. What's this? We have the Silver Waterfall. I told you, the karmic is telling some big lies. It could be about the loss of the pregnancy, because they did generally have an accident and hurt their leg. As I said, it could be the left leg. But they could have said that the loss of pregnancy resulted from the hurtation of the appendage. Yes, look. Whatever is planted in that particular garden will not grow. This karmic is infertile. They lied about the pregnancy from the whole set, and they used the accident to cover up the loss of the child. Okay? Yes! Okay! Okay. Divine feminine. Why are you showing up here? Is it yes, because you're on your purpose. I'm gonna have to read on the divine feminine. Let me get another deck. Why is the divine feminine showing up in the karmics read? Why is the divine feminine here? Why is the divine feminine in this karmics read? Right? Because divine feminine, you have accelerated motion in your life. You are moving on, okay? And you are practicing true wisdom and guidance. The divine has your back. They are seeing you spread your pretty wings and fly. This is why you're showing up in their reading. Okay, okay. So this is how it's connected. Because they saw a divine feminine step up some way in their life, the karmic had to create a counter situation to get the focus of the divine masculine, who is looking to sneak back into the divine feminine situation because she is standing single and strong. I see. Did you hear that bell? I'm talking the truth. Yes, they're seeing the divine feminine achieve triumph after triumph. This is the Chariot. This is about the divine feminine rushing forward on her life's purpose, minding their own business. It could be it says scarred woman, so it could be some kind of spiritual practice that the divine feminine has taken up. Yeah, and the karmic is watching them be successful. This is why they created this situation of hurting their leg, to get rid of the fake pregnancy. I see. It took a lot of patience and planning, it did. 2 sevens. Determination and drive to plan that shiznit out. It also says that divine feminine took a long time to plan her situation out, which was divinely guided because she called in her ancestors. But we digress. This is not about the divine feminine. This is about Pracolisha. Yes. I can't help. I guess I'm not making this up. They did all of that shiznit because they're watching divine feminine transform, and they are jelly. How the karmic is being viewed by others, they're being viewed as juggling. What are they juggling with the 2 of Pentacles? They're being seen as juggling, trying to balance out their desires and their interests. Yeah. They're also seen as a malicious gossip by others. Somebody who's always looking at what other people are doing, gathering information. Yeah. Always doing recon missions on other people's business. Okay. They're also seen as being extremely, with the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Wands is Leo energy. They're seeing this karmic as somebody who is malicious, but they avoid direct conflict. They avoid arguments. They're one of those, what you call them, keyboard bullies. Yeah. And with this stalking, with this, they could be gathering information on the internet in order to bully others. Yeah. They're seeing the karmic as a bad business deal. And a how? With the 7 of Pentacles, this is how they're being seen as other people around them. Okay, having no true stability, right? Experiencing a lot of material losses, could be because of the accident that they had. They're not recuperating their finances. They also see the karmic as dealing with a King of Wands in the reverse, a cheating cheater. The karmic is being cheated on. The karmic is being cheated on. Yeah, the juggler is being juggled. And they're trying to keep an open mind about the situation. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to believe, right? Trying to tell themselves, I'm not codependent. I'm not. Liar. Yes. People are seeing them as codependent and they're trying to say that they're not. They're seeing that they've got no spiritual maturity. They're being seen as somebody who is immoral. Jezebel, yes. Revelations 2:20. The karmic is being seen as someone who has no inner peace. So they are not peaceful. They, as a major drama queen, there's always drama around this person's life. I need my life purpose cards. How else are other people seeing this karmic? Needing a healer. Medical attention. Hey! Of the mind. Yeah. Needing some light and love in their life. Told you they've got a lot of heavy energy around them. Don't forget the hexation that they have on them. They're needing some kind of healer and love and light up in their shiznay to get out of what they got themselves into. Because I'm telling you, their karmic retribution is Groundhog Day for them. It's going on constantly, right? They're getting no ease up from their situation, right? And they don't know what to do. They don't know where to turn. Look, they in that big ship on a sea of trouble that they created for themselves. Animals. Yeah. What about this sea of trouble that they created for themselves? Right? Look, we got the High Priestess in the reverse. The High Priestess is represented by water and moon energy. So the karmic is still telling a lot of lies. They realize that it's time to move on. There's a lot of sexual tension around them because the divine masculine has got his eyes on something else. This is why the karmic is doing the monkey dance and throwing herself down and injuring themselves, right? To get out of the pregnancy trap that they put down because there was no baby, because that water was landing on barren soils. The karmic is extremely anxious at this moment. They can't eat, they can't sleep. Why are they so anxious? Didn't they get the prize? They want an emotional freedom. I told you they're anxious right about now. They're all up in their head, but they don't realize that they called it all on themselves. And look what they've got. A distorted masculine. This is Sergeant. No. This is the High Commander Decepticon. Listen, this guy is running around like a gangster, and she or he thought it was their soulmate. But what is the divine masculine? What is he truly portraying to the karmic at this moment in time? We want to know. Yeah. Faking the funk. He's just as fake. He's telling his lies because he needs to get out to express his love. Oh, goodness. Oh, God. Woo! Woo! He's very busy. He's got shiznay to do. Okay. As to the karmic's finances, right? There's no true focus. The karmic don't know how to keep money. They don't know how to save. They'll spend their money on anything. Useless things. Oh, they like nice things, but at this moment in time when the economy is back to front, that is not the thing to do. They're a spendthrift and a bobblehead. Listen, they're not even taking care of their children with the finances that they have. Okay? No way. They're running around with rose-colored glasses on, right? And they're not realizing that the choices that they've made, right, have ramifications and consequences, right? And their children are not covered. Pray for their children. Serious thing. They created all of that shiznay that they're going through. They co-created that shiznay, right? When they was doing their nefarious things in the dark which are now coming out to light. It's out of control now. That situation is out of their hands. Tick-tock. They're going to have to pay the price while the divine feminine is having a full transformation. And the divine masculine is still interviewing and treating the karmic like yesterday's toilet paper. Right? The karmic is experiencing extreme emotional loss with the 5 of Cups. They're feeling a lot of guilt and shame for what they did. Sorry, I have to go back to that pile. Sorry. Where was I? Yeah. Where was I? Yeah. They're feeling a lot of emotional loss. Look. They're having to face the shadow of what they did. And listen, that particular person that spirit that they have to pay the price to is not taking layaway payments. Yeah, it's gonna rock their world. Told you, they're not taking care of. They left their kids uncovered while they was co-creating all of this bull swanky. I'm feeling as though I need to come to this step. They left their children uncovered. Look, vulnerable and naked. Told you, right? And now they're realizing what they did, Virgo energy. They're trying to look back at themselves. But all they're seeing when they look at themselves, they don't even like looking at themselves in the mirror anymore. Because they're realizing the ugliness that they did in the dark is now showing. It's showing in their face, in their character, in their deportment. Yeah. They flirted with the wrong shiznay and brought a distorted love into their life. Yeah, which is affecting their money. So how is their pentacale looking? Dead in the water. Right? They're trying to find some kind of healing. It needs healing. Their pentacale needs some form of medical injection to the situation. A passionate new beginning in point. With their distorted masculine. I don't know how that's going to work. Because the karmic will be forever in their head, doubting themselves and all of their actions. Okay? They're trying to get their distorted masculine to create a passionate new beginning. They're trying to give them ideas. But these ideas are going on deaf ears because I told you, divine masculine is still interviewing. And he's very busy. Alright? Their final outcome is like the eight of swords. This is about them being mentally trapped. But they're mentally trapped. The mental entrapment is of their own doing. Yeah. And there's a tower woman coming. I told you. They got to pay the piper. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is because of the lack of discipline that they had. Right? Okay. And this tower moment is going to affect their money in a big way. So that, how many pentacles did they have before? Was it 10? 8? Their money's about to be affected. Because it's now in the -1 pentacale. Right? Due to a lack of patience and planning in their situation. Look. They was a tyrant. They tried to control the situation. They are extremely jealous of what's going on with the divine feminine at this moment. Right? They are oppressed. They are oppressed. Procrastinator and a spendthrift, as I said. And at this moment in time, they are experiencing karmatic justice. A situation where, OMG, look! Divine feminine! Why are you here? Because somebody wants to rush back in your shiznay. Because you know how to prioritize. You know how to make your garden grow. Your shiznay is fertile. Yeah? And the other person, right, the karmic Pracolisha is going through karmic retribution, some kind of judgment. You did some juggling in the Divine Feminine's life. Did you cause their partner to rush out? Because if you did, you getting it back. Because that shiznay is about to fall. Let the tower fall. Oh, it's a choice you made. And you're not going to heal from that situation. It's going to be constant Groundhog Day. Why? Why do you ask? Because you got a hexation for whatever you did, karmic. Right? You didn't think it through, bird brain. You didn't think of the consequences. Now that piper's coming to play a tune up in your shiznay. Let's get some FPs up on this, and then we're out of here. What of this? What about this hex and banishment? Right? Look what came out in the reverse. Too blessed to be stressed in the reverse. You better be stressed, man, because all your blessings. Look, as I speak, you see it. The sword of truth is at the bottom of the deck, right? You're going to be reborn to a situation that you never asked for, karmic. One that is filled with stresses and secrets. You called this in, right? You was a bull in a china shop, working with things that you knew nothing about. Yeah. Called in a lot of shiznay on yourself, karmic. Gosh, man. Sucks to be you right now. Yeah, look. Divine Feminine. Yeah. The true love of the Divine Masculine is big time in this reading. And Divine Masculine knows that he's with a blessing blocker. And he knows that Divine Feminine is not a blessing blocker. She is fertile and abundant and blessed by the Most High. Right? The karmic is going through a lot of conflict and chaos. I told you they're fighting. Proper fighting in there. And it's never ending. Because of what? What they messed with. What is not for you is not for you. You window shopper. Let's get do you see? This young face old harlot didn't realise. Right? There's the old Jamaican saying called lazy dog always eat dirty pudding. A lazy dog will eat dirty pudding. They didn't work for what they got. They tried to use manipulation, dark arts, right? And they have no guardians around them at this moment in time. Divine is not offering any help, right? Because they're a bloody manipulator, right? So they got to sit in what they co-created for themselves. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the notification bell so that your energies can go into the up and coming readings. And please give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like a personal read from me, all of my information is in the description box below. Please leave comments, because not all Phoenicians are on the same level of involvement. Well, I just need to rest this on you so that all of that shiznay stay with the karmic. Want to come upset my seat of emperors. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, not all Phoenicians are on the same level of involvement. I really do appreciate your bookings and donations. It really helps out this channel. And as I always say, from the ashes, baby, namaste.